The dust swirled around the little puppy, a tiny speck of fur against the harsh, gray concrete of the alleyway. He was barely bigger than a teacup, his eyes still shut, his whimpers lost in the din of the city. Abandoned, alone, and utterly lost. He had been born into a life of struggle, and it seemed his short journey had already reached its tragic end. A faint meow, soft and urgent, pierced the air. It came from the shadows, a rustle of fur in the gloom. A ginger cat, her coat a fiery blaze in the muted light, emerged from the darkness. Her eyes, green and knowing, fell upon the shivering pup. A low growl rumbled in her throat, but it wasn't a threat. It was a mother's protective instinct kicking in. This wasn't the first time she had encountered abandoned pups. This city, ravaged by war, had shown her the depths of human cruelty, but it had also shown her the enduring power of instinct. She had seen mothers leave their young, their faces filled with a silent grief. She had seen children die, their small bodies succumbing to hunger and despair. And she had watched, helpless, as the world around her crumbled. But tonight, she wouldn't be helpless. She approached the puppy, her lithe form a study in grace against the desolate backdrop. She nudged him gently with her nose, her rough tongue licking his soft fur. The puppy, sensing warmth and a touch of tenderness, stirred slightly, his whimpers turning into soft whimpers of comfort. With a quick, decisive movement, she scooped him into her mouth, taking care not to crush his fragile bones. Holding him tight, she turned and headed deeper into the alleyway, towards a small, abandoned building with a hole in the wall, a safe haven from the unforgiving world. Days blurred into weeks. The ginger cat, her maternal instincts ignited, cared for the puppy with a fierce dedication. She shared her meager food, keeping him warm with her body, and cleaning him with her rough tongue. She taught him the ways of the alley, how to navigate the labyrinthine streets, how to find scraps of food, how to stay safe. Then, one evening, the sound of a car engine echoed through the alleyway, followed by the heavy thud of boots on the concrete. A man, his face etched with concern, appeared in the doorway. He was a volunteer, a rescuer, a man who had seen the worst of humanity but still believed in the good. He was looking for a lost cat, but instead, he found a sight that made his heart swell with a mixture of pity and hope. The ginger cat, ever watchful, stood guard, her eyes fixed on the man, but she didn't run. She knew this man was different. He carried with him a scent of compassion, a promise of safety. He reached out a gentle hand, his voice soft and calming. Slowly, the ginger cat stepped back, revealing the tiny, whimpering puppy, his small body nestled against her side. The man knelt down, his eyes filled with tears. He reached out, not to the cat, but to the pup, and gently lifted him. The puppy, sensing his kindness, snuggled closer, finding comfort in the man's touch. The ginger cat watched them, a silent guardian, her heart filled with a quiet pride. She had found her purpose, her reason for being, in the most unlikely of places. She had saved a life, and in doing so, she had found solace in a world of despair.